What if you could live in a Barndominium where your heating and cooling bills are literally $0 per month? Not low, not cheap, zero. I'm talking about a home that stays at a comfortable 68 to 72 degrees year-round with minimal energy input, and when paired with a small solar array, your total climate control cost drops to nothing. Sounds impossible, right? Well, the Scandinavians have been doing this for decades using passive house principles, and in 2026, this strategy is finally going mainstream in the Barndominium world. I'm about to show you the exact techniques, real costs, and proven results from actual homeowners who are living this reality right now. Before we dive deep into these game-changing strategies, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because I'm bringing you the most detailed, honest content about alternative housing and energy-efficient building methods. Stick with me until the end because I'm going to reveal the biggest mistake most builders make that destroys your chance at zero energy bills, and I'll show you exactly how to avoid it. What is the Scandinavian Passive House approach? Let's get clear on what we're talking about. A passive house isn't just an energy-efficient home. It's a building standard that originated in Germany in the early 1990s and was perfected across Scandinavia where brutal winters and expensive energy forced people to innovate or freeze. The core principle is simple but revolutionary. Instead of building a house and then trying to heat and cool it with expensive mechanical systems, you build a house that barely needs heating or cooling in the first place. You create a structure so well-insulated, so airtight, and so intelligently designed that it maintains comfortable temperatures using passive sources like sunlight, body heat from occupants, and heat from appliances. Now let me be clear, a passive house isn't completely without mechanical heating and cooling. You still need a minimal system, typically a small mini-split heat pump, or even just a single wall-mounted unit, for those extreme weather days. But we're talking about a system that runs maybe 5 to 10% of the time instead of constantly cycling on and off like in a normal house. The numbers are stunning. A passive house uses 75 to 90% less energy for heating and cooling than a code-built home. Let me repeat that. You can slash your climate control costs by up to 90%. When you combine this with a small solar array, you hit true net zero where your energy bill drops to $0. Now, Barndominiums are actually perfect candidates for passive house construction. Why? Because the open metal structure gives you a blank canvas. There are no complicated roof geometries, no weird angles, no traditional framing constraints. You can apply passive house principles more easily and cost-effectively than with traditional stick-built homes. The 5 core strategies that get you to zero. Let's break down the 5 non-negotiable strategies that make zero energy bills possible in a Scandinavian-style Barndominium. Strategy 1. Superior insulation. This is your foundation. We're not talking about standard R13 or R19 insulation. We're talking about our 42R, 60 in walls, and our 62R, 80 in the ceiling. Remember, with our values, higher numbers mean better insulation. For Barndominiums, the best approach is closed-cell spray foam insulation applied directly to the interior metal skin. Here's why spray foam is critical for metal buildings. Steel conducts heat rapidly, creating thermal bridging where heat escapes in winter and enters in summer. Spray foam creates a seamless thermal barrier that stops this heat transfer dead. It also provides the airtight seal that's absolutely essential for passive house performance. The cost for spray foam in a 2,400 square foot Barndominium runs about $12,000 to $18,000 for proper thickness. Yes, that's more than fiberglass bats at $3,000 to $5,000. But those fiberglass bats will never get you to zero energy bills. They simply don't provide the R value or airtightness you need. This is an investment that pays for itself within 5 to 7 years through eliminated energy costs. Some builders are also using insulated metal panels, which have foam insulation built directly into the wall panels. These offer R values of R16 to R25 and dramatically reduce thermal bridging. The panels cost more upfront, but save on labor since insulation is already installed. Strategy 2. Triple pane high-performance windows. Your windows are the weakest point in any building envelope. Standard double-pane windows have U values around 0.30, but true passive house windows need U values of 0.15 or lower. Remember, with U values, the lower the number, the less heat escapes. That means you need triple-pane windows with low-E coatings and argon or krypton gas between the panes. These windows are a serious investment. Quality passive house certified windows cost about $800 to $1,200 each compared to $300 to $500 for standard double-pane. For a typical Barndominium with 15 to 20 windows, you're looking at a total window package of $16,000 to $24,000 compared to $6,000 to $10,000 for standard windows. That's an additional $10,000 to $14,000 in upfront cost. But here's what that money buys you. These windows prevent heat loss in winter and heat gain in summer. They eliminate cold drafts and condensation. They're so effective that you can stand next to them in the middle of winter and feel no temperature difference. Some of these windows achieve U values as low as 0.14, which is equivalent to about our 7 better insulation than most people have in their exterior walls. The window placement is equally important. In the northern hemisphere, you maximize south-facing windows to capture winter sunlight for passive solar heating. You minimize west-facing windows to avoid brutal afternoon summer sun. You use strategic overhangs on south windows so summer sun is blocked but winter sun penetrates deep into the home. Strategy 3. Extreme airtightness. This is where most builders fail completely. A passive house must be so airtight that it achieves 0.6 air changes per hour or less when tested with a blower door. Compare that to typical new construction at 3 to 5 air changes per hour, and you see why normal houses bleed energy. Every penetration in your building envelope must be sealed. Every window frame must be taped to interior air barriers. Every electrical box, every plumbing penetration, every door threshold needs professional-grade sealing. This level of airtightness adds about $2,000 to $4,000 to construction cost, but it's absolutely essential. You cannot achieve zero energy bills without this. Air leaks account for 25 to 40% of heating and cooling costs in normal homes. Seal those leaks and that energy waste disappears. A blower door test performed by a certified passive house consultant or energy rater will verify your airtightness and identify any leaks that need sealing. Budget $500 to $1,000 for this testing. It's worth every penny because it proves your house performs as designed. Strategy 4. Heat recovery ventilation. Now here's the paradox. You've built this incredibly airtight house, which means you need mechanical ventilation for fresh air and indoor air quality. But you can't just pump in outdoor air because you'd lose all your heated or cooled air. Enter the heat recovery ventilator, or HRV. This is a mechanical system that brings in fresh outdoor air while exhausting stale indoor air. The genius is in the heat exchanger core. As warm indoor air exits, it transfers 70 to 95% of its heat to the incoming cold outdoor air. In summer, the process reverses, cooling the incoming hot air with the outgoing cool air. An HRV system for a Barndominium costs $3,200 to $8,000 installed. This is not optional for a passive house. It's what allows you to have both air tightness and healthy indoor air. The energy recovered by the HRV pays for the system within 8 to 12 years. In humid climates, you use an energy recovery ventilator or ERV instead, which transfers both heat and moisture. The cost is similar, but the humidity control is critical for comfort. Strategy 5. Passive solar design and thermal mass. The final strategy is designing your Barndominium to work with nature instead of against it. This starts with orientation. The long axis of your building should run east-west, with the majority of windows on the south side. This maximizes winter solar gain when the sun is low and minimizes summer heat when the sun is high. Inside, you add thermal mass to store solar heat. This can be a concrete slab floor, interior concrete or masonry walls, or even large water tanks. During sunny winter days, thermal mass absorbs heat. At night, it slowly releases that heat, keeping temperatures stable without mechanical heating. The cost for this is minimal if planned from the beginning. Concrete slab floors are standard in Barndominiums. Strategic window placement costs nothing if done during initial design. You're simply being smart about free solar energy. Real costs and real savings. Let's talk actual numbers for a 2,400 square foot Scandinavian-style passive Barndominium compared to a standard Barndominium. Standard Barndominium build costs. Shell at $78,000, standard insulation at $4,500, double pane windows at $8,000, standard HVAC at $12,000, total of $102,500 for these components. Passive Scandinavian Barndominium build costs. Shell at $78,000, spray foam insulation at $15,000, triple pane passive windows at $20,000, HRV system at $6,000, minimal HVAC at $3,000 for backup mini-split, blower door testing at $750, total of $122,750 for these components. Additional upfront cost is $20,250. That sounds like a lot until you look at the operating costs. Standard Barndominium annual energy costs. Heating at $1,800, cooling at $1,200, total climate control at $3,000 per year. Passive Scandinavian Barndominium annual energy costs. Heating at $150, cooling at $100, HRV operation at $200, total climate control at $450 per year. Annual savings of $2,550. Your additional $20,250 investment pays for itself in 7.9 years. After that, you're saving $2,550 every single year for the 50-plus year life of your Barndominium. But here's where it gets really exciting. That $450 annual energy cost is so low that a tiny solar array can wipe it out completely. I'll show you exactly how in just a minute. The often ignored benefits. The financial savings are compelling, but there are massive quality of life benefits that nobody talks about. Comfort is completely different in a passive house. There are no cold spots, no drafts, no temperature swings. The indoor temperature stays within 2 to 3 degrees all day and night without touching a thermostat. You wake up to the same comfortable temperature you went to bed with. Indoor air quality is superior. The HRV system provides continuous filtered fresh air. VOCs from building materials, cooking odors, and humidity are constantly removed. People with allergies and respiratory issues report dramatic improvements. Noise reduction is remarkable. Those triple-pane windows and thick insulation block outdoor noise. If you live near a highway or in a windy area, the silence inside is striking. Future-proofing is huge. Energy prices are only going one direction, up. In 2026, we're seeing utility companies raising base rates even when usage stays flat. Grid reliability is declining in many areas with more frequent brownouts and blackouts. When you build a passive house, you're insulating yourself from these problems. Your energy needs are so low that even if electricity rates double, your bills stay manageable. Climate resilience matters more every year. Passive houses maintain livable temperatures even during power outages. In a winter blackout, a passive house might drop 1 degree per day versus 5 to 10 degrees in a standard home. In summer heat waves, the same principle applies. This could literally be life-saving during extended outages. The biggest mistake that kills zero energy bills. Here's the mistake I promised to reveal. Most people try to achieve energy efficiency by adding technology to a poorly designed building. They install a super-efficient HVAC system, add solar panels, buy a smart thermostat, all while living in a house that's bleeding energy through poor insulation, air leaks, and bad windows. This is like trying to fill a bathtub that has the drain open. You can pour water faster and faster, but you'll never fill the tub until you plug the drain. The Scandinavian approach is to plug the drain first. Build an envelope so good that you barely need mechanical systems. Only then do you add minimal technology for the small remaining energy needs. I see builders all the time who will spend $25,000 on a high-efficiency HVAC system for a poorly insulated Barndominium. That same $25,000 invested in superior insulation, better windows, and an HRV would reduce energy needs by 80% and eliminate the need for that expensive HVAC system. The order matters. Envelope first. Mechanical systems second. Renewables third if you want to go completely net zero. What about solar panels for true net zero? If you want to go from near zero energy bills to an absolute net $0 bill, you add solar panels. Here's where the passive house strategy really pays off. Because your passive Barndominium slashed your energy needs by up to 90%, you don't need a massive, expensive solar array. A standard 2,400 square foot home with $3,000 in annual climate control costs might need a 10 kilowatt solar array costing $25,000 to $30,000 before incentives. Your passive Barndominium with only $450 in annual climate control costs needs just a 4 to 5 kilowatts array costing $10,000 to $15,000 before incentives. And in 2026, you can still take advantage of the 30% federal residential clean energy tax credit, which remains at the full 30% through 2032. That drops your $12,000 solar system down to $8,400 out of pocket. For a system that eliminates your remaining $450 annual energy bill, that's an 18-year payback, which isn't amazing on its own. But remember, you're also saving $2,550 per year compared to a standard Barndominium. When you factor in both the passive house savings and the solar production, your total annual benefit is around $3,000, giving you a combined payback of under 10 years for the entire passive house plus solar investment. And that's using 2026 electricity rates. As rates continue climbing, your payback gets faster and faster while your neighbors are paying more and more. Is this realistic for DIY builders? The honest answer is that passive house construction requires more planning and precision than standard building, but it's absolutely doable for serious DIY builders or owner builders working with experienced subcontractors. The spray foam insulation should be professionally installed. This is not a DIY job. Improper installation creates voids and reduces performance. Budget $12,000 to $18,000 for professional application. The HRV system should be professionally installed and commissioned. The ductwork must be balanced for proper airflow. Many systems come with smartphone apps that show you real-time air quality and system performance. Budget $6,000 to $8,000 for this. The windows can be owner-installed if you're skilled, but the air sealing and flashing details are critical. Many owners hire professionals for window installation to ensure proper integration with the air barrier. Budget $2,000 to $4,000 for professional installation if you go that route. The blower door test must be performed by a certified professional, either a Passive House consultant certified by PHIUS or an energy rater. This test verifies your airtightness and identifies any leaks that need sealing. Budget $500 to $1,000 for testing. Everything else, the metal shell, interior framing, finishes, you can DIY if you have the skills and time. The Scandinavian Passive House approach to Barndominiums isn't just about saving money, though saving $2,500 to $3,000 per year on energy is fantastic. It's about building smarter, living more comfortably, and future-proofing your home against rising energy costs and climate extremes. In 2026, with utility rates climbing and grid reliability declining in many areas, the Passive House approach makes more financial sense than ever. You're not depending on cheap electricity or stable grid conditions. You're building physics and smart design into your home permanently. Can you really get to zero energy bills? Absolutely. The Passive House envelope drops your energy needs so low, around $450 per year for climate control, that a small affordable solar array easily wipes that out to achieve true net zero. Your total energy bill becomes $0. The additional upfront investment of $20,000 to $30,000 for Passive House features plus solar pays for itself in 8 to 12 years and then continues saving you money for decades. Compare that to the 50-year cost of heating and cooling a standard Barndominium at $3,000 per year, which is $150,000 in energy costs over the life of the home. The passive approach is the clear financial winner. If you're planning a Barndominium, I strongly encourage you to explore Passive House principles. Start with the Passive House Institute US at phus.org or the North American Passive House Network. Find a certified Passive House consultant in your area who can help with design and verification. Even seeing a blower door test or thermal imaging of a building envelope will change how you think about construction forever. This is the future of smart building, and it's available to you right now in 2026. Have you built or lived in a passive house or energy-efficient Barndominium? What were your results? Drop your experience in the comments below. If you found this information valuable and want more deep dives into building strategies that actually work, smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where we explore another game-changing approach to alternative housing.